What's going on, y'all? So listen, Queen Sugar, why y'all had to do this? Like, I just Queen Sugar this season 3, episode 10, Here Beside the River. We got 3 more episodes left in this season, okay? And my nerves are really bad because of this whole court shit that's about to happen with. We really finna do this. We are really finna do this. Like, I did not want them. And a couple of people was just like, well, to be honest, with the Ralph and Darla situation, he was being a little bitch when she just asked for 50-50. Yes, we acknowledge that. But, bitch, if you gonna bring up a custody agreement, I thought she was going to come back with a custody agreement saying 50-50, not no 70-30 and all that shit, and not expect a fight to happen. Come on. Like, they both did their dirt, okay? They both are doing what they need to do to try to make up. And I feel as though they both should have 50-50. But yes, to be quite honest, Ralph didn't start this. Darla started it when she asked for 50-50 custody. But Ralph made it into a big thing when he decided, bitch, I'm gonna be, my ego gonna be involved, and I'm gonna be like, nah, bitch, you can't have that. Ralph, you could have gave her that. We wouldn't be going through this shit. We wouldn't be going through this shit. Now you got Darlene ass all up in the goddamn picture. Okay, this bitch then brought. Side note, Michael Michelle still looks good as fuck. Michael Michelle is out here on Star and on a summer show. Okay, she's on a fall and a summer show. Mama is getting her checks in at least 2 seasons, okay? Bitch, you better do that shit, okay? Come through. I can't wait to see her on Star. Listen, Michael Michelle, you tried it. Miss Darlene, okay? You fucking tried it, and Vi had to get your ass all the fuck together, okay? And it looked like Darla was about to get your ass together with them tears, okay? She told you how she felt in them tears when her eyes started watering up when the CPS worker was there. Girl, first of all, we see Blue and Ralph finna get ready to go to school or whatever the fuck they finna do, or coming back, and the goddamn child protective services caseworker and the cop come over there trying to question him about who wakes him up in the morning, what he eat for, what did Blue eat for breakfast, and who do this and who do that, and are you okay here, and all this stuff. And then Ralph was getting his feelings. At first he was answering the questions like they supposed to, but then he was like, who the fuck sent y'all? Okay, I want to know who told you that I wasn't a good dad. I said, baby, keep it in the bag, okay? You about to let this out the bag, and it's not about to go well. See, that's Ralph's problem. I be trying to tell him, baby, listen. It's okay to be upset about things, but you got to know when to hold it in and when to let it loose, okay? And this was not a time to let it loose, because they are writing and notating and taking, observation of everything that you're doing, your actions and all that stuff, okay? You getting upset. I'm a good father. I'm a damn good father. Okay, but you showing your anger, and you showing that stereotype of the angry black man to this other lady, okay? And that white cop or whatever the fuck he was, okay? No shade, I didn't know. He could be something else. But he had I don't know. Anyway, I'm just like, keep it calm, cool, and collected. Then he go down there to the caseworker, to the police officer, whatever, trying to see about his parole, because this jeopardizes his parole. He's supposed to be up for early parole. And I'm so glad that Twan was there, and Twan had to give him that talk. Like, you can't show that anger side all the time. You have to know when to reel it in. When I was younger, I got into a lot of stuff because I was angry as hell. I still got a lot of rage bent up inside me. But because of the way that it may be perceived, I got to hold that shit back and let it come out when it's supposed to come out. Baby, I was so glad that Twan was there to give him that real, okay? Calm the fuck down. You not helping yourself when you go on these little tirades like that, okay? Especially when you in front of white folks. They already look at us. Somebody, shout out to Squeaky, because I don't know if you watched this video, but I think it was Love and Hip Hop or whatever. She was like, why am I always saying doing this in front of the white folks? Because I don't like the fact that we have stereotypes, that these folks already, have stereotypes against us about the angry black man and the angry black woman and doing all this stuff. And then when we actually do, sometimes we have a reason to get upset, and sometimes we don't. and it feeds into that little stereotype, and it gives that negative connotation, and I won't want to try me, okay? Like, you know, I just don't like that judgment, and that's why I say what I say, because people already judging us and already putting us in the goddamn box. Let's show them something fucking different. I don't give a fuck about them, but I'm saying niggas don't have to be niggas all the goddamn time. Let's be honest. It be niggas out here nigging, okay? And I always say that you can be a nigga if you white, black, and whatever color, okay? And when I say that, in that context, that means you acting ignorant, dumb as fuck, stupid, and all the other negative words, okay? And anybody can be that way. But see, they only use that negative word towards us in a negative way, okay? To one specific people, and that's black folks. I hope that cleared that up. But anyway, I just wanted my baby to stop that, okay? Because you just feeding into the bullshit, and it's not making you look good. And then he calling Darla. Darla got her little job at the bank shit, bitch. I said, oh, okay. They let you have your phone at the front desk. At least you had that bitch on vibrate, but that vibrate was kind of loud. That's how them androids be. Okay, your mama can get you a goddamn job at the bank, but she couldn't get you an iPhone. She gave you a fucking Android. That's all you deserve, bitch. Okay, somebody with an Android is in their feelings right about now. Fuck you. I don't care. No, I'm just playing. Stop that. Stop that. It's just jokes. It's just jokes. But iPhone is best. Anyway, moving on from that. All Android users in the comments like, bitch, at least this, at least that, at least my battery is still going. Somebody gonna say something, well, at least our charger, your charger don't do shit, okay? Because the damn show don't charge up the goddamn phone. Why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about this? Anyway, Oz can have that one little line of aluminum foil cord still hanging on, and that bitch is still charged up, though. It'll still charge up. Let me stop, because this ain't the video for that, because I could, but I'm not. But I already motherfucking did. Anyway, so she called her mama because, she ain't called her mama. Ralph called her like, what the fuck? So you telling them that I'm not a good daddy? I said, ooh, calm down. Like, he was getting mad. It was cute. I said, ooh. And if I like that, that would have got me hot, but it really didn't. Okay. But he was cute as fuck. I said, you know what, baby, you gotta calm down. Say that for Lil Tran. Okay, Tran ain't there. Stop that shit. And you fucked up your chances with that. Tran gonna come back. She gonna come back. You know, she gotta get a dip of chocolate. Okay. She was like, I don't know what you talking about. I didn't call nobody. I didn't speak to nobody about nothing. Bitch, at this moment, I don't know if Ralph must have told Val what was going on. Because, you know, Val went down there to Darlene and was like, the fuck you doing? Okay. She was like, girl, you know, he better out here. Ralph out here, you know, working multiple jobs. He barely home. He doing this, and Blue being shipped back from home to home. And the excuses that she is giving, I'm sitting here like, even if they get custody to 70-30, he's still going to be going back and forth to home. So what are you talking about? The only way that he will be in a stable environment is if he stay 100% clear in one home. That's it. Stable, there is no real such thing as a stable environment when it comes to single parenting or sharing custody with a kid. Okay, when a parent, a father and a mother is sharing custody, they are taking a child from one home and one environment to the next and bringing it back. That's what it is. In my definition of stable, that means the child is being provided for on both ends, okay? And the parents are getting along to a certain extent. They are not witnessing a whole bunch of, you know, bullshit, fighting and all this other stuff. They eating good, they fit, being clothed, they're getting good grades and stuff like that. They don't have no complaints on that front. And the parents are, you know, actually being okay with the custody agreement. The way that Darlene was making it, I said, baby, it's single people out here that do this shit every day, and these kids grow up to be fine. Majority of them. Okay, you got some that do some fucked up shit, and they turn out bad. But you got a lot of them that turn out good. She making it seem like it is so impossible. What? The man ain't supposed to listen. The way Darlene was making it sound as if with Ralph having all these jobs and doing all this stuff to provide for his goddamn family, as if he not supposed to be doing nothing and just be staying at home with Blue. Then if that was the case, you would be saying that he's a deadbeat because he ain't got no money. He's a bum or something because he ain't got no money. because he ain't providing, because he ain't got no money, because he ain't working. Then, oh, because he got criminals working on the farm and all this stuff. Okay, do you not realize that he a criminal too, and your daughter? Your daughter a criminal as well. Okay, come on, like, stop this judgment. Like, it was very hypocritical. And I love the fact that Vi came in and stood up for Ralph and was like, he out here doing what he's supposed to do. His sweat, blood, and tears, everything that he do is going back to Blue. Okay, he's giving him all the love, giving him all the money, making sure he's taken care of and don't have to want for anything. And you got a problem with that? Bitch, if you really thought that this was going to go down with no fight, bitch, you'd have got the wrong bitch fucked up, okay? I said go off that, all right? So that was basically Darlene got the social work and whatever at the house when Darla come up in there. Darla looking like, ain't this about a bitch? I should have known it was you that called them. And I was so glad when Vi said, so you want to take the baby away from us and you think that Darlene has a more stable home when we're in this situation because Darlene couldn't keep her motherfucking legs closed and keep the drugs out of her goddamn system. Bitch, Vi read the fuck out of Darlene. I mean Darla. That's what she was talking about, Darla. But Vi read the fuck out of Darlene. And it needed to be said. Because you trying to make it seem like your daughter was a goody two-shoe. And the reason why y'all ain't in this mess is because of bullshit that your daughter did. And also because Ralph went to jail too. Okay? Who was taking care of the baby when they both of them was fucked up? The Borderlones. Okay? That's who was taking care of the baby. Okay? The border fucking loans, all right? Ernest and Vi. They was taking care of Blue. Y'all was where y'all was at. Y'all went down here trying to get visitations and all that shit. I don't give a what. Fuck the backstory. You weren't trying, okay? You weren't on your Tokyo Tony, okay? That's what you want, all right? So get out of here with that. Then we get the shit with Nova. She wrote the article. The episode actually opens up with her reading the passage from the article that she wrote for the New Yorker about her father, about her mother, the deaths, and, how hard it was on the father and all this stuff. And, it was deep. Bitch, Nova. Have Nova, aka Rutina Wesley, come and read a passage out of a book just like that. I will come and listen to it and sit there and cry. Her voice and the way that she did that shit, I was just sitting here like, they ain't even have to do that. That man was a broken man, but he tried to be strong. Yes. She was deep. And then all of a sudden you see Remy in the audience. I said, goddamn. So y'all really gonna try to force this on us. Y'all was really gonna try to force this on us. Then we have Hollywood was trying to help out Vi. And his spirits was just down. He said he had, slept wrong on his neck and, she was trying to see if he was okay. He was just pushing it off like he was just, everything was going to be all right. Let him just do what he got to do. Then her little assistant was telling her about the New Yorker and how, she read that article and it was a good article about Ernest. And then, Vi, she reads the article. She talks to Nova. And Vi kind of had me fucked up right here. And maybe it's her old way because she come from a different generation. Whereas in this generation, it's okay. I'm all here for putting your issues out there, meaning like, don't shy away from the fact that you're human and you're not supposed to always be this strong being, okay? You have your weak points. Everybody has a weak point. And Ernest was no exception. And that whole thing was talking about how Nova made Ernest look weak or whatever for putting out that he had the depression a little bit and he didn't know what to do and all this stuff. That helps people, and that's what Nova was trying to say. But then, Vi tried to flip that shit back on her and was like, whatever you going through, you need to get yourself right. I said, girl, Vi, what? And then Hollywood, to be the voice of reason, had to come in there and say, it's not that I don't disagree. I just look at me and you look at things differently, okay? And he gets his sad story because he was just down in the dumps. And, kind of find out that day was the 11th anniversary of when him and his wife, his ex-wife, played by Erica Alexander, she, aka Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, I heard they finna do a reboot of Living Single. Bitch, if everybody is there, I really didn't want it, but if everybody from the original cast is there, I'ma watch it. I'ma watch it for sure. But basically, they had a miscarriage. She carried to 18 weeks, and they said it was a late miscarriage, and they took the baby out, wrapped it up in a blanket, and wheeled it off in a basket or something like that. and the baby would have been 11 years old. And he said for some reason this year it's just getting to him real bad. So when he saw that article from Ernest, it was like about Ernest, I guess it kind of gave him comfort. Like, even strong people go through this shit. And I love the fact that when Vi has something of this such, this thinking that she has sometimes that may be a little bit problematic, there's always something that comes in, to counteract that and to make her see another side of things, okay? There's nothing wrong. But like I said, it's like the generational differences, okay? You gotta appear to be strong. You always gotta be strong. No weakness. But in this generation, you can be weak. You can show that. And it's okay. It's okay. And so when we get off of that, baby Charlie, Nova, we still on Nova. Nova, she was sitting down there talking to Remy. And basically, they kind of broke up. She was like, well, the feelings that I feel, they're real. But if it's going to hurt people around me, because he gave his little story about his wife, whatever, and she was like, if it's going to hurt the people around us, we got to let this go. I thought they was going to fuck right then and there. They ain't had sex yet. I'm so glad they did not have sex yet, because that would have been, it's like when people had sex with Nova, she like kryptonite, okay? She just break them all the way down. They just don't know how to let the shit go, okay? Nova, get you a bitch. I want Nova to get back with a bitch, with a woman, okay? I really want to see that. Bring Regan Gomez back, okay? See how that goes. Spice the shit up. Have a love triangle, bitch. Anyway, just as long as you don't bring her, please don't put Nova back with nobody that's married. We don't need that shit no more, okay? So moving on from that, we get the scene with Micah. Micah. Micah is in his room trying to clean them sneakers off. I said, throw them things away. If the Arm & Hammer little scrub pad is not working, throw them things away, okay? So that you can destroy all the evidence, all right? You was walking around with the evidence on the plantation and everything, trying to get your ass caught. They talking about it at school. They said a couple people were questioning, and then one of the friends, the main boy that, always talking some stuff, he got arrested at the school. Kiki trying to figure out what's going on. She's like, that's stupid for what whoever did burnt the cabin down. They should at least burnt the big house down. Why would you burn down something that's for our ancestors? And I was like, that is true, but look who the fuck you talking to. He just woke, okay? He just woke up. He ain't all the way there. He still got sleep in his eyes. And so, she was like, we still on for a little study session because you keep on, cutting me off and all that stuff. It was like, you don't want to chill out with my friends, so, shit happens. They get to the little study session, and she was like, what's going on? It's like, you're not really there. Do you know something that's going on about this whole thing? And then he admit to her about, being there and all this stuff. And she went out. She was like, why would you do this? Why would you jeopardize yourself like this? You can go to jail for stuff like this. And she was like, bitch, you not woke. Well, you was the one that told me to do something. Yeah, but damn, come on. That was the different situation. You going out here destroying property and stuff like this, not thinking it through. And I see Micah's side and I see Kiki's side. Whose side are you on, leaning more so towards? Kiki is... It's not that she's not trying to do nothing. It's just that she's thinking more so about her future, and getting out of that space. She was like, I'm trying to study for the ACTs, okay? I'm trying to make sure my shit together so I can get out. You out here causing trouble somewhat, want to be fake woke and all this stuff. I get both sides. Kiki, I don't want to see them break up. That was their first little fight, like real fight. I was like... Oh my God, I shouldn't be watching this, but this is so cute. Look at this. These little teenagers with adult feelings. Aww. Anyway, moving on from that, Charlie. Charlie meets up with Colton. Colton is Sam Landry's son, okay? The one who's cheating on the wife and all that stuff. Baby, who got the friend at the EPA that's faking all this shit. He was like, whatever you got on me, my wife already knows. She was like, fuck your mistresses. I don't care about that. What I want is all your shares on the board. It was like, let me tell you something. You will come to understand that the Landrys and the Boudreaux, we are two different people, okay? Fuck them. All right, we get our shit done. She was like, oh yeah, we know you get your shit done, but do your daddy know that you got this company that you laundering money through? Oh, if he was to find out about that, it'd fuck the whole company up, huh? Wouldn't it? And your daddy would be pissed, right? So what I want you to do is sign over all your shares to me. He was looking like, bitch, please. And she said something else, and he was like, okay, I'll give you half. She was like, no, bitch. He wound up signing over everything, and I said Charlie made a boss move. And the whole time when she was, no lie, boss started playing in my head because I'm a boss. I said you better do that. You better do that, Charlie. Charlie plan is in full effect, bitch. Okay, but next week when she find out that Micah might be involved in that shit with the plantation, oh, it's just gonna be a mess. And then this custody hearing and stuff that's gonna go on. Oh, my nerves gonna be bad. It's already bad now, so I just know I'm gonna be in my feelings. But that was basically everything that went on tonight's episode of Queen Sugar. You guys tell me how you feel. I am so glad that right after this goes off, what's the name of the show? Greenleaf, come on. Baby, they finna is giving us a lot, okay? We finna be on an emotional roller coaster for a while, okay? I will see y'all later. Peace.